Well, there, and welcome to another vlog. Wasn't really planning on doing a vlog today, but kind of had a shit day, and I feel like talking to the camera about it for a little bit. It's been a very weird day, to say the least. And I should start with the first thing that happened this morning, and that was, well, really started a couple days ago. My landlady left a note on my door reminding me that her guy who had mowed my yard, who mows my yard during the summertime, had did it about a week ago, and reminding me that, since he was there on a day I wasn't here, I wasn't there to pay him. And she said she was going to see him today on Tuesday so I could, leave her a check or whatever to pay for it. So I was going to bring her some money yesterday as soon as I got off work at 4 o'clock. So I got home and I grabbed the money and I walked over to her house and I knocked on her door a couple times. She didn't answer. Now her inside door was open and this, the outer door was shut. And that's happened before, or even with both doors shut. I've knocked a few times and she's not answered, but she's been there on the phone or something like that, or maybe in her backyard and I just didn't see her. So I just thought, well, okay, whatever. So I came home and I thought, well, I'll just try and do it in the morning on my way to work. So this morning, just right before 7, since I'm not Mr. Punctual in the least, I went across the street, because she just lives across the street from me, with the money, and her front door was still open, the same exact way it was the day before, which I just thought was strange. Not that I go over there very often. Maybe she opens her door a lot and leaves it like that, even in the morning. She's a morning person. She's up early. But I was a little weirded out by him because I just figured I was going to drop the money in her mail slot on the front of her door. That's something I do quite often, as a lot of us who rent her places. So I was a little shocked, and my anxieties kicked in, and I was like, man, is there something wrong, or what am I supposed to do? I didn't want to knock and all that kind of stuff because I needed to get going. I just wanted to open the door and pop it in and go. So I opened her door and I kind of reached in and I tried to kind of chuck it off to the side so it wouldn't be laying right there in her front door. But I couldn't help shaking off that nagging, almost haunting sensation all day long that maybe I should have knocked. Maybe I should have said hello in the door. Maybe I should have seen if she was okay, because she's an older lady. She's a spitfire, man. She works her ass off. She puts a guy like me to shame, the amount of physical labor that she does. But she's still older, and it worried me and bothered me all day long that something had happened. The few people I talked to about it were like, well, do you have her number? Can you give her a call or something? And I thought about it, but I never did do it all day long. I mean, you just got to realize that's how I am. I can be bothered by something, but not act on it. So I felt really bad about it all day long, and wasn't sure what was going to happen when I came home. I'm jumping over a bunch of stuff real quick just to kind of fill out this particular story. But when I got home today, her door was shut, her truck, she's got 2 vehicles, her truck was gone, so I was like, I guess she was okay. I was just, honestly, to be honest about this, to really spill it, I was afraid that she had either fallen, hurt herself, maybe had a heart attack or something. She could have either been dead or she could have been hurt and needing help. And that's, I guess, what bothered me the most was, if she had been hurt and I missed, helping her because I was worried and stressed, that's what really racked my brain all day long, was what if I come home today and found out that I could have helped her, I could have saved her or something. Like I said, right now, all I can assume is that everything's fine because her door is shut, her truck is gone. I'm sure I'll probably see her at some point this evening or tomorrow when I'm off, but I still can't really shake it right now. It's just one of them things about my social anxieties that really gets to me. I am not the guy you want in the case of an emergency. You really would not want to get hurt or have something bad happen to you with me around, because I'm not going to be the guy who takes care of those things. I'm going to be the guy who just tries to get away from it as quick as possible. So anyway, that was how the day began. That was how the day kind of came to its conclusion, at least as far as the work day is concerned. But the other thing was, and this happens every so often, but I had like one of the worst days at work that I've had in months and months. So many cranky people, so many jerks, so many assholes, so many people who just want to take it out on you because you're not human. You're just a punching bag. You work in customer service, so you must be used to all this abuse. And that's the way I felt all day long, was abuse. Some guy called up and said that he had a computer, and someone at Walmart, because of course some random person he talks to at whatever Walmart speaks for all of us. So that someone told him it'd be so easy to set that computer up and use it. I don't tell people that. I'm smarter than that. You don't tell anybody that something is easy or is this or that. You tell them that, or this is what I tell them anyway. I'll say it depends on how well you are with computers. If you take to computers well, it's probably going to be simple. If computers are a little over your head, it's probably not going to be simple. But someone told him it would be simple, and it wasn't. He doesn't like the computer, and he wants to return it. That's fine. But for whatever reason or another, and I'm not defending either side of it, but Walmart has a policy of only 15 days when it comes to computers. You have 15 days to go home, hook that computer up, see what you think of it, discover if it's got a defect, if it's not working right. After that first 15 days are up, you no longer have the option to bring it back to Walmart. It goes through the manufacturer at that point. And of course, people hate that. Well, I bought this 20 days ago. I bought this a month and a half ago. You're telling me you don't stand behind your product? Walmart's product? Sure, Walmart sells stuff, but we don't make it. Deal with the manufacturer. When you have that attitude of you don't stand behind your product, no, the product is made by a certain company. Deal with them on it. We are just a place where you come and buy it. Honestly, I really actually feel this way. People should feel lucky that there's a place that they can come to and buy the items that they want when they want. Stop pissing and moaning and walking all over us because of our return policies or because of any kind of policies. It's ridiculous in my mind, in my opinion. Almost 12 years of Walmart, almost 17 full years of retail. This is something that I firmly believe in. Quit shitting on the guy who sold you the product. Nobody down there, at least not in that's not my idea of what my job is. I don't do the song and dance and try to sell you something that you don't need. I'm there to help you to the best of my ability, but I'm not going to shove shit down your throat, try to make you buy something that you don't want or don't need. I'll do the best that I can at a job that doesn't train me on anything. My knowledge of stuff comes from what I'm interested in. When it comes to movies and video games and things of that nature, I'm interested in those things. So I take care of that kind of stuff because I'm into it away from home. When I come home, my computer takes me to all the video game websites you could imagine. It takes me to all the information about movies that you could imagine. I've got a collection here. I don't know a whole lot about computers. That's why I have a basic kind of thing. That's why my videos are basic, because that's not my area of expertise. So I would never tell somebody that a computer is easy or not easy. And then it wasn't me. But he claimed that somebody at Walmart told him so. And so, of course, he's got to shit on me because I'm the person that he's getting to talk to now. Plus, he told me he bought it at a different Walmart in my area. but he's trying to return it to my store, and he was 4 or 5 days past our return policy, and he went off on me when I told him what the return policy was. He's like, "Are you telling me that I can't return this?" I'm telling you that this is what the return policy is. He starts telling me what somebody told him. I'd have no problems returning it. I'd have no this, I'd have no that. I finally told him he's going to have to deal with the store where he bought it. They'll have to make a call on it. In my mind, thinking he probably already contacted them and they told him he was out of luck. So now he's going to come dump it on me. So he starts raising his voice and cussing at me, and I told his ass goodbye and hung up. Later on, his wife calls and wanted to ask. She was more level-headed, but she wanted to ask the same questions about the dates and all that, and she talked to my department manager. But in the meantime, the guy's in the background screaming and cussing once again about how he's going to come down and beat someone's fucking ass. That's when I'm just like, enough with you. I don't need your shit. And that's the way the entire day was. Threats, assholes, jerks, people who don't see you as human, just see you as a robot, as an automaton, just doing the work that you're supposed to be doing. Man, just because I wear a name badge and the blue colors of Walmart doesn't mean that I am Walmart, and it certainly does not mean that I'm not a human being with feelings just like you. I get just as upset and bothered by things as you do. When your stuff doesn't work and that bothers you, hey, I'm bothered by the same kinds of things. We're on equal standing here. Everybody's got a job. I won't go to somebody else's job and shit in their shit. Shit. I mean, this is the kind of thing you could hear from thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people in the retail business. It's nothing new. It's not anything new from my years in retail, but it doesn't make these kinds of days go down any easier. And as a guy who doesn't drink, as a guy who doesn't do drugs, as a guy who doesn't have any kind of crazy vices, the most escape I get is video games. So as a guy who doesn't do all that kind of stuff, all I can do, man, is just come home and commiserate over all this. So that's why we're here with this video. I just wanted to vent, just wanted to say something about it. And I wanted to say thank goodness it's my Friday. This is the only video I'm going to do tonight. My daughter will be over in a couple of hours. I'm going to eat some dinner, watch some YouTube, relax with her here in a little while, and just veg out for the next couple of days. So anyway, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Thanks for listening to this if you went all the way through. I needed to get it out. So, anyway, that's it. See you next time.